Welcome, Kaley.
Hi, thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
I am so excited to have Kaley Guy here. Kaley is a certified professional coach. She graduated from the Mind Rebel Academy last year and is doing absolutely incredible things with her life right now. And so I wanted to jump on here to talk about your story and talk about the journey, the incredible journey you went through in 2019 to get you to where you are in 2020 today. So thank you for sharing. Thank you in advance for sharing this with us, Kaley.
Oh, thank you.
So Kaley, talk to us about what was life like pre signing up for a coach training last year? What was going on for you to kind of inspire you to take this training?
Oh,
It's a big question.
so,
How deep do we want to go here?
so what was life going on? So I had a lot of personal and personal kind of turmoil. I had a lot of marital turmoil at the time, financial breakdown. There were a lot of pieces that were just kind of all crumbling around me. And the one, and I was, coming off of my mat leave. I had just had my daughter in 2018, and I was gearing up. I didn't have a job. Or I did have a job, but I didn't want to go back to that job. And I had so long, my whole life, I have always wanted to help other people and leave an impact. And, the call to become a life coach really started in, I could think back in, I want to say even 2015, where I started the search for life coaching programs. And I would bookmark it and I would save it and I would, research another, and I would spend hours doing this. And my life was never, I was never ready at the time. I was never ready, and it was never right for me. And it wasn't until I had this like mass breakdown. Basically, the universe provided me with this massive shitstorm of all of the things. It was just all kind of crumbling around me. And I had to really go inside and ask myself, how do I want to move forward from here? Because where I'm at isn't okay, and it's not where I want to be. And the only way through this is to come back to that yearning of helping people. And
Wow.
so I found you in like the most divine timing, and it was a no-brainer. It was an absolute. So
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
So what you had been researching coaching schools since
Mhm.
2015, you said. So what
Yeah.
what made the Mind Rebel Academy, like what made it a yes for you? It's like such a deep yes for you, because you were all in and you were ready and you were committed. And I was so excited because I love when I see a woman with that kind of conviction and energy that you had.
Mhm.
It's like the sky is the limit for you. And
Mhm.
and so I'm curious, what was it about the Mind Rebel Academy that was different for you?
So there were a few things. For one, it felt like home. It felt like I, had seen you in maybe, I think, one other interaction in a live, and it was like, I want what that girl has. She's
Mm-hmm.
got something, she knows something, and I want to learn it. And I just had this massive yearning. I knew that it was going to be something big, and I knew the impact that you had on me in just that small little nugget that I got of the Mind Rebel and what it was all about. And I knew it was something that I wanted to know more for myself and to provide others. And it was just the perfect timing. It was really, it was, I knew I had to do it. It was like I have to do this. If not now, when? If not, if I
Yeah.
can't say yes to this woman, to you, this beautiful human being, and this beautiful program, and just make it work. I had no idea how the hell am I
Right.
going to make this work? Timing, finances, all these things. But I knew that I had to do it and just make it, take that jump, and really, for myself, for my career, for my kids, um, for the impact that I so desired to have on the world and with the women
Yeah.
in my life. Yeah.
So, how has that decision to say yes, and ultimately, you said yes to you, like, and your
Yeah.
potential,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
ultimately, this was about you and the potentiality you felt inside. How has
Mhm.
making the decision to commit fully to yourself in this way, how has it paid off now that you're graduated and you are a certified coach and you are living that dream? Tell me about that.
Yeah. Life is beautiful, and it really, since being graduated, I have launched my business in life coaching, and it has been so impactful. The Mind Rebel method has literally changed my life, and I see it change my clients' lives. I'm getting shivers thinking about it, because it's such an incredible tool and methodology that it really, having those one-on-one conversations and those one-on-one coaching sessions with my clients, it's just out of this world what the Mind Rebel has been able to do for them. And so seeing that transformation, seeing the transformation in my own life, and how I I am a yes to me, and how am living my dream. I'm living my dream. I'm doing one-on-one coaching. I'm collaborating with other coaches to do group coaches. I am bringing other methodologies in with it.
Right.
But the Mind Rebel is my foundation. And it is that core being, that core method, that core being, and it's what transforms. It's really, honestly, it's been amazing. It's been amazing. I have this one client where, she was off work, she was off all of these things. And the Mind Rebel, she was, on all these medications, and the Mind Rebel has completely transformed her life, completely
Wow.
transformed her life. And
Wow.
it's wild, and it's so true. And yeah, this movement is, I like to call it a movement. This way of being, this way of living, this way of really honoring yourself through the Mind Rebel method is like no other. And so just bringing it to as many people as I can through as many different ways as I can, whether it's one-on-one or group coaching or retreats eventually, hopefully.
Absolutely. So, one of
Yeah.
my favorite things about you, Kaley, and watching you through your and witnessing you and through your journey has been you have two daughters, and watching your like witnessing being able, on the other side and just witnessing your transformation over the last year plus that we've been working together has been so extraordinary to watch. And you are such a living example of showing your girls what it looks like to never settle and
Mhm.
to always like go full out for what you deserve, what you believe in, and like what an example you have set for them.
Yeah. Yeah. It's 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 crazy. And yeah, my daughter often says to me, mommy, I'm so happy that you have these calls, and you're helping other people. And she's my biggest cheerleader. And it's so wonderful that she sees me carve this
Yeah.
child out. right? And that this is my priority, and really giving on to myself and giving to other people and giving to her. Like I can show up for her in whole new ways that I never was able to do before. I can be present. I can be within myself. I feel like I'm a totally different mom than what I was beforehand. It
Yeah.
really, and to give her the tools too, get to be able to coach, give her the mind rebel tool.
Completely. I always say this training is so much more than coach training. It's life skills training to communicate with
Yeah.
the people you love and serve. It's so much more than learning how to be a coach.
Yes. It's life transformational.
Yeah.
It's life, career, it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Kaley, for anyone watching this who is in your shoes where you were, a year and a half ago when you were sitting inside of the decision to do this, where life was in turmoil, there were so many unknowns in your life, there were several breakdowns happening in your life, financial, there was all these things that where it was like, I don't know how this is all going to come together, but you felt the yes so strongly. Anyone kind of in your shoes right now who feels that yes so strongly but has all these fears kind of holding them back, do you have any words of wisdom that you'd like to give to them?
Yeah. Oh, I just got yours when you said that. Yeah. And it's really that whenever you are a yes to you, this might be mirroring a little bit what you've always said to me, is whenever you are a yes to you, the universe will automatically rearrange for you. And that is exactly what happened with me. I had no idea how I was going to fit in my program. I had no idea how I was going to financially afford it. And all of a sudden, it rearranges itself. And whenever you can just be a yes and follow that yearning that is so strong and just feel into it and just the leap, just do the leap. It on the other side of that is more than you could ever imagine. And
Yeah.
so just trusting in that and that it will figure itself out. It always does and it
It
always will.
always does, doesn't it?
Always
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing your story with us, Kaley. And it's just always, always, always such a privilege and an honor to connect with you in this way.
As with you too. Thank you.
Thank you.